Yo, good evening, good evening. Man, stop deluding yourself. What the F are you doing with your life? Like for real. What the F are you doing with your life? Are you going to school to get nice grades so then you can go to university, so then you can become a robot, a machine, a laborer who gets sucked out of life and just, living from momentary pleasures and buying into society's premise of being happy by buying things and being happy by hanging out with certain people and being happy by impressing someone by buying certain things again and just getting into this bullshit game and just focusing on the external 100%. Are you buying into this? Do you really think that there are someone out there who can help you? Do you really think that there are some things out there that can help you? Do you really think that any sort of fulfillment can come from an outsider thing? Do you really think that? Because if you do so, I have bad news, man. You are creating suffering for your life, in your life. Let me explain. Money doesn't make you happy. If you do not have money, then obviously you will be unhappy because you will just simply not have the money to pay the rent, to pay the food. You will be just miserable because every single thought throughout the day will be all around money. On the contrary, if you have, let's say, $1 million, it doesn't make any difference if you have like 100K and $1 million. If you have $1 million, then you can have a fancier car, a fancier house. But man, if you're making 100K a year, it's almost the same thing. Like you can 100% fulfill your basic needs in life. Above that, like, does it really matter if you're driving a Lamborghini or if you're driving like a BMW, like an older BMW or whatever? Because if you're happy, and let's suppose you made money, and if you're happy, and I just realized this today, I made some money today, and I was like, hey, I'm super happy. But I was like, wait a minute, motherfucker. I'm not happy because I made money. I'm happy because I allowed myself to be happy. I'm happy because I allowed myself to be happy. I'm happy because I tied myself to this achievement and I put myself into this cage. Then until I'm not making 10K a month, then I'm not a happy person, I'm not a fulfilled person. And so this had been the purpose of my life for quite a while. And now that I'm getting there, this thing is getting to ease up and ease up and ease up. And what I'm finding is that I'm putting on other goals. I'm putting on other goals out there. Okay, now let's make 100K a month. And this is how the human brain works, because you are a goal setter every single time. And this is somewhat right. This is what you have to do. This is what you have to be. You have to be in balance. You need goals to thrive toward those goals and to basically go towards those goals. But on the other hand, you also need to chill the fuck out sometimes and just simply be balanced, you see. What I want to say here is every single thing in your life can only come from the inside. Every single thing in your life can come in from the inside. A lover cannot make you happy. You are falling in love with yourself. Let me explain the dynamics. Because you have a girlfriend, boyfriend, and you are in love, what really happens is basically you start loving yourself because that person sees you and that person magnifies the identity of yourself, that you are a lovable, wonderful person. And so you start loving yourself and you allow yourself to love yourself, and basically you are loving yourself because everything starts with your very personal, subjective experience. And this is not some voodoo bullshit talk. Think about it. And the reason why I started my conversation this way, if you are engaging into society and if you're indulging in this consumerism, is because what is the definition of society? Like what is what is happiness? What is happiness? And society's answer for that is to consume, to buy McDonald's to be happy, to buy a new car to be happy, to post new pictures on Instagram to have more likes to be happy, to go on fancy vacations to be happy. None of those will make you happy. You see, you and only you can make yourself happy. Period. Period. And this is what we are. We are this super duper limited creatures with these huge egos going around. Every one of us are thinking about themselves that they are somehow different, they are somehow greater than others, which is obviously mathematically impossible that you would be above average. Everyone thinks about themselves that they are above average, and they're walking around these huge egos, and we are making decisions based upon our emotions. We are super duper not rational. We are super irrational. You saw a movie last night, so therefore you got an emotional impact, therefore you are making a decision based on that movie. Let's suppose that you are a big fuckboy because you saw a movie like that, or you watched the YouTube channel and now you think that, yeah, I'm going red pill or I'm going blue pill. And yeah, you even might watch my videos and you see that, yeah, I will go and do some semen retention, I will go and do some dopamine detox, I will go and find my way, I will read more, whatever. The point is, you are every single day going from point to point. You really cannot have, and you really do not have too much of rational, not only understanding, but control over your life, you see. And this is how we do, and you are super reactive, you do not understand yourself, you are judging people, you engage into the judgment of other people, and you are buying into this bullshit that, having more likes, hanging around with certain people can make you happy. None of that can make you happy. Only you inside yourself can make yourself happy. And again, so if you got to this question, why the freaking hell should you be happy? Who told you that happiness is the goal? Why should happiness be the goal? This is another question. And so if you're digging deep inside this, and I would love to start a conversation with you guys, this is the whole reason of me shooting these videos, because I would like to start a conversation about this. We are in this all together and we are having the same demons. We are fighting over, pleasures versus hard work. We are every single day fighting over, eating that cake or not eating that cake. Going for the hard work, not going to the hard work. Should I give myself a rest day? Shouldn't I give myself a rest day? Should I do this? Should I do that? Yeah, should I go and be engaged or should I go red pill? Like every single day. And you think that there is someone out there who can give you an answer. There's no one out there. There's no one out there. There's no one above you. There is no some upper creature who is, somehow, making you orders. I mean, I'm a religious person. I mean, I find super interesting ideas in being religious. There are no other people outside who can really help you. There are no people outside who can really, say what you should be doing. And I got to this realization, man. Like I'm reading like a shit ton, I'm reading a shit ton of non-fiction and like hard books from pretty freaking smart people. And I'm getting to the realization that no one has a clue, everyone has their own perspective, but everyone has their own biased and flawed perspective. All the spiritual gurus, all of the self-help guys, everyone on YouTube, they're having very great ideas. But man, does it make any difference? For you, the only difference can be from inside yourself. The only difference you can make is to truly realize stuff from the inside. And this is the main thing being here, I think. And again, this is just my opinion. Who the hell said that this has anything to do with, this is a better idea? Who said that, And this is what I'm encouraging you to do, guys. Like, question everything, question yourself. Like, okay, I'm doing this, but why am I doing this? I'm indulging into certain types of behaviors, but why I'm indulging into these certain types of behaviors? And you must understand yourself, because if you're understanding yourself and if you're owning yourself, if you're owning the present, and if you're owning where you are at, then you can truly live your life. Because now you have to understand, yeah, I'm feeling like shit. Yeah, why? Because I didn't eat enough. I'm feeling like shit. Yeah, because I this thing happened to me. Yeah, no. Now I know how to get out of this. I have to work out. I have to go out and talk with my friend. And man, you can have such superpowers when you're honest with yourself and when you're understanding yourself. And on the highest regard, when you're allowing yourself to be yourself. Peace.